Hello and welcome to the 500 Workshop. Today we're at a special location again at the Tiny Car Company, working with Tristan Brunt and his 500 behind us, and we're going to be fitting an electronic regulator to this car. So let's see what that looks like. We're going to be swapping out the standard regulator for an electronic regulator. Standard one is just here, which should be the same place in all the cars. We're going to do that by removing the airbox here and the pipework so we can get good access to it. We're then going to disconnect the wires from the regulator, and then that should enable us to remove the regulator. And then we'll do the same in reverse. We'll attach the new electronic regulator and connect the wires back up. We've already started the car and the engine, and so we know when it's running that it is charging the battery, so that gives us a good starting point with which to diagnose any problems moving forward. So we've just taken the clips off to get the airbox cover off, and now we'll just disconnect it from the breather hose, and there we go. Might take that off entirely so we can get better access, but there we have up the back our regulator. Okay, so I just moved our camera slightly so we got a better view. You can see the electric wires now coming off the regulator. The first thing I'll need to do, and is very difficult for me to see and therefore almost impossible for the camera to see, is to take those off. And they look as though, from feeling them, it looks as though they're 10mm bolts. So I get a ratchet and undo them. The other thing that I always do at this stage is get a camera in there and take a picture so I know which wire attaches to where on the regulator. So we'll do that. I'll put that in the video as well so you can see it, and then we'll undo them. So the whole purpose of our regulator is to make sure that the current going back to the battery to keep the battery charged is regulated, hence the name, and doesn't overload the battery. So here we have a diagram in our Haynes manual of where we are. Here is our generator or dynamo in the case of this car, and you've got one feed coming from positive into one of the terminals on the regulator. You've got one feed coming from the negative into one of the terminals, and then the third terminal goes back to the battery via the starter motor. So that's kind of what the three terminals are doing, and that's what the regulator is for. Okay, so we'll try and film this for you, but it's a little bit tricky, as I mentioned. So we're going to get in here and start undoing these wires. There we have the first one. Second. The third one's a little bit rusty. You can see that there. So that was a little bit more difficult to get out. We'll clean that up before we put that back in. Now we should be able to take the regulator out. Now, something I didn't do before we started this job is disconnect the battery, which we absolutely should have done. So we'll go and do that now. Okay, so battery is now disconnected, and that's a real safety tip that I should have told you beforehand. And now we can hopefully take the regulator off the back wall here. We'll just take this one out slowly by hand now. There we go. And our regulator should just pull away. So here is our original regulator with our 3 terminals. Here is our replacement regulator. This is an electronic one, so it doesn't have mechanical parts in it, unlike the original. And hopefully it should just go on, and we'll be able to see the terminals much easier on this one as we reattach the electric cables. And that should be a pretty simple fix, but let's put it on and see what it looks like. So here our new regulator goes in. Should just fit on the existing fittings, which it does. I'm leaving the rubber gasket in there just to protect the back of the wall here on the car. Do the left side first, because the right side has a little bit of an adjustment piece on the plate. There, that's in now, and now we can fit the electrical cables. So it cleaned up the screw that we had, the bolt, sorry, that we had, with a little bit of a wire brush. So that's removed the rust from that one. And now we can start to try and put these back on. So that's now all fitted and tightened, and now we can put the battery back on and start the car. Okay, so we're just gonna put the ignition on. Hopefully you can see the generator light is there. So if we've plumbed this in correctly, when we start the engine, we should be able to see that generator light go off. So let's do that now. Okay, it's started. Let's give it a few revs. And there we go. Generator light is off. Which means the battery is charging as we'd expect.